Hey guys, I want to talk to you a little bit about Lent. Lent is a Christian tradition, that's a little bit of a tongue twister, that goes back for several hundred, maybe 1,000 years, I'm not exactly sure. And I'm talking about Lent, not lint, the extra fluff that you clean from your dryer. Lent, like Advent, before Christmas, Lent is before we celebrate Jesus' resurrection. And it takes place 40 days before Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday itself is a whole nother celebration in a lot of traditions. It starts this year on February 17th. That's this Wednesday. There are traditionally 3 parts to Lent. The whole purpose of it is to prepare our hearts for Jesus' death and resurrection. A lot of people do that through daily devotions and studying God's Word. If you already have a quiet time or a daily time with God, you might want to think about extending the time. Or if you study first thing in the morning, keep your traditional study time and add a second study at night. Or if your quiet time normally consists of just reading a passage and thinking about it, you might want to buy or make a small journal to write down some of the thoughts that come from that passage. What is it telling you? The second part of Lent is known as fasting, and that is giving something up. Some people have a very strict fasting system through Lent, and other people hardly do anything at all. It's completely up to you and what you feel will bring you closer to God. Traditionally, I give up things like extra sugar, extra chocolate. Number one, I know it's bad for me, but every time I want to reach for that sugar, that false high, that rush that sugar gives you, I can remember that Jesus is my strength. A lot of grown-ups decide to give up coffee. We're just gonna water my plant with that one. Giving up secular music, giving up, well, maybe this is more of an adult thing, but giving up makeup, giving up bad words, giving up an angry temper, giving up meat, giving up breakfast or lunch, giving up snack. Lent is 40 days long, and we use 40 so that we're reminded of Jesus' temptations in the desert when he fasted for 40 days. Now it says he didn't eat or drink. Please don't do that. But you might want to give up soda or juices and drink only water for that time. There's quiet time, there's fasting, and there's something called almsgiving, giving to charities. If you already regularly donate to church, that's awesome. You might want to think about increasing that donation or adding an extra donation to a local food bank, to our missions that the church supports, to Benning or to Cedar Brook Camp. Things that help those in need. Our homeless shelter, our local Orange County Rescue Mission Center that we're working with. And that rounds out the 3 traditional aspects of celebrating Lent. Now, you may have noticed, my fire kind of died. I was hoping it would be a little bit of a bigger fire. Maybe it'll make a comeback. Probably happened when I threw my cookies in there. This Wednesday, I told you, was the start of Lent. But it's also another special day. It's called Ash Wednesday. And Ash Wednesday is when some churches have special church services. I don't know yet whether our church will have an ash, it's called imposition of the ashes, basically just putting ashes on your forehead in a cross-lake shape. And my ash is pretty gray. It's hard to see on the video. If you want to participate at home in this and you happen not to have a wood burning fireplace nearby you, I recommend using baking cocoa. Baking chocolate works pretty good, as does, also can't see that, maybe it rubbed off on the ash. Cinnamon. Both child-friendly options, so you don't have to make your own ashes to celebrate Ash Wednesday. There you have it. We start in 2 days. Kids, you have that egg-shaped worksheet. It has 40 spaces to color in, and in each of those spaces, it has something to do. So you can pick what order you do them, but my challenge for you is that you do one of those things each day during Lent. Pastor Sam is going to be having daily devotions, and I also plan to have a weekly craft or art project that correlates with Lent, getting ready for Jesus' death and his resurrection from the grave. So I hope you guys have a great week this week, and I will see you in a little bit.